After a promising showing around the Bicentennial Gala and Cameron's return, Young and Restless has made a distressing return to the mundane. It's an endless circuit of corporate jobs being handed out and revoked and constant droning on about said drivel. There's no dramatic value left in the changes and takeovers because they happen too frequently. Many of the stories are retreads. The show is in dire need of an injection of imagination and soapier stories that actually have the ability to impact the audience. With that said, here's a look at what's happened this week and what's coming up. Terria trouble. Unfortunately, as feared, the tale of Maria and Tessa's daughter having hearing issues has been anything but gripping. While their situation tugs at the heartstrings, there was no investment made in writing for them in the lead up to this twist, and viewers don't expect it moving forward, which has a hugely negative impact on how the story is perceived. Having Tessa leave to go on tour in the middle of it is a perfect example. Maria moving in with Devin and Abby was a giant eye roll for me. There's little to no appeal in this scenario after we all suffered through the original baby storyline with these characters, and it makes no sense. If Maria felt alone, why wouldn't she and Aria move in with Sharon for the duration? It's not like she'd be interrupting Sharon's hot and heavy affair with Chance. We don't even get to see them making moves. The big story this coming week is what Victor will do next. Will he give Adam another chance? He may give him another shot at a relationship with him, but I doubt he'll welcome him back into the corporate fold this soon. But that doesn't mean Victor isn't making big moves. Sode confirms that Victor will take the reins at Newman Enterprises again and will demote Victoria to co-CEO. I'm not sure it's technically a demotion to go from CEO to co-CEO, but it definitely puts a wrinkle in her plan to promote Nate and run the company with him. Instead, Victor will be calling the shots from his old seat, which is fine by me. I was never a fan of retired Victor, and Victoria is due for a wake-up call given how stubborn she's been about her right to make bad decisions where her bedmate is concerned. Deception, Nikki has been a delight to behold as a powerful CEO/meddling grandmother, making Audra and Kyle squirm as she grills them. It was so soapy of her to give them ultimatums. We need more of this. Of course, they're way too cocky about their little scheme to deceive her, so it will be extra fun watching them get caught. It shouldn't take long given that Nate simply followed Audra and found out. Oi. Meddling mom. Speaking of Kyle, Jack and Diane's confrontation with him didn't exactly go as they'd hoped. He put them on notice that he wouldn't be explaining his life choices anymore and threatened to move out with Harrison. Yep, this guy needs an attitude adjustment. The whole situation left Diane concerned that their son is slipping away, which left me wondering what kind of plan she'd come up with, because you know she's gonna do that soap mom meddling thing. Perhaps she'll try to engineer a meeting between Kyle and Summer at their upcoming wedding reception. Meddling mom Maya. As soap mom meddling goes, Phyllis is a veteran, having learned nothing from alienating her children previously with her poor choices. Phyllis will get involved in not only Daniel's, but also Summer's love lives in the coming weeks. Buckle up. Tashley mystery. Jack had no sooner made nice with Ashley than Billy started up on him. At the center of the dispute is the issue of Diane being a threat to Jabot, which in Billy's case may just be a handy means of justifying what he really wants to do: take the reins at the company. That seed was planted by Ashley and Tucker, who then flew off to Paris, leaving the chips to fall where they may. As we close the week, Diane was leaning on Jack to fire Billy and replace him with Kyle to help bring him back into the fold. Will he do her bidding or think for himself? I suspect the decision will get put on the back burner as a new mystery unfolds. In a nutshell, Tucker will return to Geno City without Ashley and with few details on her whereabouts. We're in for a round of Abby hysteria as she tries to find out what's going on with her mother, and Jack will undoubtedly get involved. Allie and Chummer on deck. Did you see the look on Sally's face when Sharon asked Nick to work with her at Kirsten Inc.? That's Adam's opening to get her back. I'd expect he'll cop onto her insecurities and use them to his advantage. On the other end of things, Young and Restless spoilers tell us that Sharon is going to notice the connection between Chance and Summer, which isn't exactly a surprising development. I predicted weeks ago that this would eventually happen and that Sharon would gracefully bow out. Whether that proves true or not remains to be seen.